Tensions are once again escalating in Bangladesh, which has remained on edge since the ousting of former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. In the latest incident of attacks on Hindu minorities under the leadership of Mohammad Yunus, Chinmoy Krishna Das Brahmachari, a prominent figure from the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, has been charged with sedition. In response to the arrest, ISKCON has urgently called on the Indian government to intervene. The Indian Ministry of External Affairs condemned the charges, expressing grave concern over the state of justice in Bangladesh and the targeting of religious leaders for peaceful advocacy. Let's also tell you, as far as latest developments are concerned, Bangladesh's caretaker Prime Minister Mohammad Yunus condemned the murder and ordered an investigation. Yunus also urged citizens to remain calm and refrain from any further disturbances while instructing law enforcement agencies to bolster security in the port city and its vulnerable neighborhoods. But this is not the first instance, remember, of attacks on Hindus under the current regime. Nor is it the first time that Hindus worldwide have raised alarms of the safety of minorities and their places of worship. Despite Mohammad Yunus repeatedly assuring the safety of Hindus, attacks, threats and disruptions continue unabated.
Massive protests erupted in Bangladesh after the arrest of an ISKCON seer, Sri Chinmoy Das. He currently is in prison. His bail was denied in court in Bangladesh after he was produced and charged on allegations of sedition. Now, these protests were, by supporters of Hindu community in Bangladesh, a minority community there, which has seen unprecedented attacks and suppression since the regime change and since the Mohammad Yunus administration took charge of Bangladesh. In its first official response, the Yunus administration has condemned the attacks, the protests that are happening around the arrest of Sri Chinmoy Das, but it has also gone on to say, and I quote from that statement, that certain sections have misconstrued the arrest of Sri Chinmoy Krishna Das, who has been arrested on specific charges, and that the law will take its own course. They have also condemned the brutal killing of the advocate, the one lawyer that was unfortunately killed in the protests in support of Sri Chinmoy Das, Advocate Saiful Islam Alif, and they've ordered a probe into the killing of this lawyer. But, once again, this arrest and the subsequent protests point to the fact of how unsafe the Hindu minority community feels in Bangladesh. There are worldwide voices, there are protests, there are concerns that have been expressed around the world, not just in Bangladesh and India, but across the world, with the Hindu community saying that the Mohammad Yunus administration must protect the minority community and ensure its safety and ensure that their fundamental rights are not suppressed. In fact, after this arrest was made, the Indian government also responded saying that they want a thorough probe into this entire matter and that they want the Bangladeshi administration to ensure that Hindu minority community is safe in Bangladesh. How this moves forward is something which is a wait-and-watch game, but clearly lots of concerns rising about the minority Hindu community in Bangladesh being attacked again and again.